Picture this. You're lying awake in the pitch black. You finally got your newborn to sleep. But instead of that peaceful silence you were dreaming of, you're hearing snorts, grunts, and all these weird little squeaks. Welcome to the nocturnal symphony of a newborn.
It's 2 a.m. The room is dead quiet, and suddenly your baby's bassinet sounds like it's housing a tiny, struggling farm animal. Snorting, whistling, groaning. And as a sleep-deprived parent, your mind just races, right? You immediately start wondering, is this normal? Are they struggling to breathe over there? Why on earth is my baby so much noisier than everyone told me they'd be? Well, let me give you the medical truth right now so you can actually get some rest. Many healthy newborns are just incredibly noisy sleepers. In fact, most of these sounds are completely 100% normal. So take a deep breath. Your baby is likely doing exactly what they are supposed to be doing. You see, we've all been sold this whole myth of sleeping like a baby. We picture them perfectly silent and perfectly still. But the reality? Yeah, they sound way more like tiny dinosaurs or maybe miniature motorcycles revving up in the middle of the night. So what's actually happening? The science comes down to something called active sleep. Newborns spend way more time in this active phase than we do as adults. During this phase, their little bodies are super busy. They're moving their arms, twitching, whimpering, and grunting. But here's the wild part. They are completely asleep through the whole shebang. Then there's the anatomy side of things. Newborns have these incredibly narrow little nasal passages, so even the tiniest speck of normal everyday mucus gets amplified through those tiny tubes. It literally acts like a natural megaphone for every single breath they take. And their breathing patterns, they're naturally totally irregular. You'll hear it speed up, then slow way down, maybe even pause for a brief second, and then resume with these little whistles, sighs, and totally random squeaks. I know it sounds crazy, but this irregularity is standard healthy newborn physiology. You might be asking, why so random though? It's simply because their nervous and respiratory systems are just brand new. Think of it like gears learning to turn together for the very first time. This whole nocturnal symphony is really just the sound of their internal systems practicing and syncing up with each other. Now, while noisy sleep is absolutely to be expected, we do always want to watch out for actual medical red flags. You should contact your pediatrician if these sounds happen alongside real difficulty breathing, if you notice bluish lips or skin, if they're feeding poorly, or if they just seem in persistent distress. Remember, your healthcare team always looks at the complete picture of your baby's health. But barring those specific signs, just keep this golden rule in the back of your mind. A noisy sleeper is not necessarily an unhealthy sleeper. The reality is what absolutely terrifies you at 2 a.m. is very often just the completely normal sound of a healthy, growing baby. So tonight, when the grunting symphony starts up again, do yourself a favor and try to get some rest yourself. But before you go, we have to know, what is the absolute strangest sound your newborn has ever made while sleeping? Was it a grunt, a snort? Drop it in the comments below and help reassure another sleep-deprived parent that they definitely aren't hearing things.